What's up, everyone? It is TiC Writer's Block, episode 37. Sorry we missed you last week, but you guys are here with us this week, and we are episode 37. How's everybody doing?
Yo,
what's up? I'm great.
Great. We are episode 37. What the hell just happened to that? How's everybody doing? My bad.
Yo.
I really didn't even know. Pardon the interruption. But today we got Fame in the house. Fame ENT, what's up?
What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from TiCGN.com. Make sure you check out everything I do. Otherwise, you're not cool in this gaming community.
And we got the return of Matt. What's up?
What's up? It's good to be here today. Had to take a break. Was busy getting a real life trophy, so had to do that stuff.
You win a chip?
Yeah, dude.
Nice. Congrats.
Thanks.
Congrats. Wow. And we got Demigod.
What is going on, everybody? Demigod Reviews here. Always here to talk about games and play games and discuss games and whatever the case may be about games. Let's do it.
And I am your host, Kid Smooth, aka the Best Bod, and we are missing Nicodemus. He may show, he may not.
He's somewhere doing light skin people stuff.
Yeah, actually, he probably is a little embarrassed because the shellacking I gave him at NBA Live 16 last night was.
I mean, you got to be an expert at that game. You're the only one who plays it, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's like trying to. You say, "Oh, I beat a 3-year-old in basketball outside." No, you got the experience.
You don't have to have experience to play games like NBA Live and NBA 2K. At the end of the day,
what if Nick don't know nothing about basketball?
But he does. He plays 2K. he played very well. It's just that after the first quarter, he couldn't see me. He actually led the first quarter. After that,
but Jerry,
it was a wrap.
Here's my question:
Yes.
Why was you raging when you was losing, saying the game was cheating? But when you was winning, you was all happy, saying, "Oh yeah, you actually got skill." But you were blaming the game, saying the game was cheating and it was broken when you was raging and losing.
I've always said the game has a mechanic issue when it comes to put back rebounds. Like when the player offensive rebound, they automatically go up for the shot and it's automatic make. I've complained about that game about that mechanic for the last 3 years. So that's nothing different. At the end of the day, I'm going to rage when I feel the game is treating me unfairly, and then I'm going to boast when I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and that's whipping ass.
So does every game treat you unfairly because you rage at every game?
Here's the thing. I don't rage due to being unfair. Me raging is just pure frustration at the moment, at that moment in time. Like, for example, Mafia 3, right? Why did that game make me rage? I still haven't beat it yet, but I will beat it by next weekend. So I don't know why it's taking me so long to beat this damn game.
Because it's long.
It's super repetitive. It pisses me off how repetitive it is. And the only reason why I don't like how every boss, right?
You have to do the same thing over and over again.
Same thing, yeah, to get to and it's just like, yo, all right, fuck it, I give up. Like, I just stopped playing because I was like, wow, it's like I'm not looking forward to getting the next boss because I don't want to do the what's the word we call it? I don't want to do the whole run again to get to that boss because it's just not fun. I already know what I'm going to have to do next to get to the last boss. It's just annoying. But that's my beef for the game, and that's why I haven't really completed it yet. Because I get tired too quick. They need to change it up a little bit more. Titanfall 2 had just released. Who got it?
Yo, I did.
I won't have it till tomorrow.
Okay, who has it?
I picked it up. Me and Matt picked it up. Demi ain't got his allowance yet, so he ain't got it.
Okay. How you guys liking it?
I haven't touched the multiplayer yet. I'm really into the short campaign. I'm actually so far behind because I've been going back playing different games. So from what I played so far, it's already better than the original because it has the campaign.
Yeah,
and it's actually pretty fun. I'm really enjoying it so far. I can't reach the diamonds at a multiplayer, which I should be doing this weekend after me and Nick run through Gears 4 again. But I'm definitely enjoying the game. It feels like Titanfall. I don't get all the complaints that people got from it. Maybe I'll see some of those when I get inside the multiplayer. But I mean, I'm enjoying myself so far.
I'll say the main stem of complaints that I've heard about Titanfall is multiplayer related. Most people say that it's too camp central.
People camping. Yeah. So all the AIs that was in the original not inside Titanfall 2?
Well, besides that, there's certain modes without AI. So those modes without AI, they do have, there are people camping. Especially with the new thing that they added, the Recon Blade, as just a primary thing now, it makes it a bit easier to camp. I've watched Titanfall 2. I haven't played it, though, so I've only been watching stuff. That's what I've been looking at.
But, I mean, even on the first Titanfall, people were camping. If you got your Titan, you would just blow them out of their camp spot. Why wouldn't you be able to do the same with Titanfall 2? People are camping somewhere, you send some missiles in there.
But I think it's the map structure was different in Titanfall 1 because I don't think camping wasn't like very popular in Titanfall 1 because of all the stuff you had to do to get your Titan. And the thing about it was that the maps weren't as big. No, the maps in Titanfall 2 are super big versus the Titanfall.
Yeah, Angel City and the rest of the maps were super small.
They were like
Angel City. No, I mean how you get your Titan. Like it gave you a reason. Going out and killing people drop down stuff in your timer. Is there not a timer in the multiplayer?
I didn't touch the final version of the multiplayer. Yeah, I've just been playing the campaign. But during the stress test, it wasn't like the timer anymore. It was more of a you had to earn. So I'm pretty sure it was still on a timer, but the way the timer worked was different. Like you literally had to work for your kills. Like you had to get a lot of pilot kills. But the problem was in Titanfall 2, the maps are so big. All everybody did was camp and snipe, and just pick people off until their Titan came. And there wasn't enough places. But the only thing is, I'm judging based off like one or two maps. There wasn't enough places you can like parkour of like going from wall to wall. There was more like a lot of land running, and it seemed more of a heavily focused on pilot versus pilot combat versus that whole it's an all-out war zone feel. I have not touched the final multiplayer, like the retail multiplayer. Only judging based off the stress test multiplayer, which I didn't enjoy. But after I beat the campaign, which I probably should do tonight if I decide to turn it back on, I'll jump on a multiplayer or something like that and see how it is. But I didn't care for the stress test at all. I don't know why. I mean, I did okay, and in most of the matches that I played, I just did not care for. Like I wasn't having fun like I was before. So.
I haven't touched the multiplayer yet. I'm hoping, that's not the case because I remember people saying that the time and the record saying, but that's the reason why you really didn't camp in the first Titanfall because you needed to go out and even if you just kill an AI, everything you did took time off of your Titan. It's all about getting your Titan as fast as you could.
Yeah. I mean, it still has that same. And the problem, like I said, I have to play the multiplayer of the retail version. So I haven't checked to see what modes are there. I think my biggest fear is that attrition wasn't going to be there because there was like no demo of it during like the beta. So if attrition is not there, I'm going to be disappointed regardless if it's not there. But I don't know if it's there. Somebody in the comment, let me know if it's there. I have not. I guess I can check by turning on the Xbox, but I haven't touched the multiplayer.
Yeah, as far as I haven't touched the multiplayer either, but then again, I don't really play multiplayer. The single player campaign, I beat that already. It's not long, but it's fun, and I'm actually pretty disappointed that it wasn't longer.
It's like 4 hours, right?
4 or 5 hours, maybe.
Yeah, I've been playing like 30 minutes a day.
And yeah, it's just fun. I've seen it get what's it getting, like 8.5s, 9s, and those are, I think, from what I've played, those are deserved scores. The wall running is fun. All the movement. I'm not really a big fan of the Titans themselves.
Mhm.
I think just being the pilot's the best part of the game because you're just running around, jumping all over the place. And the platforming sections are pretty dope. You got the level design in certain levels. You're just like it's pretty cool the way they do that. Because I don't want to spoil anything. Because there's a couple. There's one where you're in a lab and it's just really cool. You just gotta play through it. It was not gonna take you very long.
Yeah, I mean, I like how they mix it up. The campaign is they have you doing something, even though it like I'm literally at the last fight. After that, the whole big like Titan Warzone type scenery is a bunch of like Titans, like the IMC Titans and the malicious Titans are just like going at it in this big.
Oh yeah.
I was on this part where you had to they had to toss me onto like a ship, and I think I just got past that part before I turned it off. Actually, I didn't turn it off. My Xbox is on sleep, so hopefully the resume play continues to work for me. But yeah, that's where I'm at. But I like so far what the campaign has offered so far, giving you different. They threw in a lot of different things to mix up the gameplay. At first, I thought it was pretty generic, but they did a few things. They did the whole time lapse thing, taking something out of Quantum Break's book, where you just switch between. But the way they did it was different because you can actually switch between past and now in effect to get to certain like doors.
Yeah,
like,
that level itself, I thought was great. I thought it was a masterclass in level design as far as platforming.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. It probably like, hey, maybe Titanfall should have took more of a build around that. Like maybe that should have had a bigger effect, but it was just otherwise it was just a cool addition to the game. So what else I wanted to talk about? But otherwise, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's like I don't know why I haven't touched the multiplayer yet, but it's okay so far. And
does anybody here care that the Wii U final, the Nintendo's final Wii U was going on? Does anybody care that the console died after 4 years?
Or they stopped production on it, right?
Yep. Anybody care that the Wii U was dead?
I mean,
it died last year.
This was eventually coming. We knew this was going to happen. Every time Nintendo announces something new, the last console dies out, or they stop production, or they cease and everything. So this is nothing new. I'm just disappointed that we didn't get like a barrage of great games before it actually closed out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have no comment. I didn't own the last two Nintendo consoles.
You didn't have a Wii?
So, I mean, I can't say it wasn't mine.
No, everybody had a Wii.
I had one in the house.
Everybody had a Wii. Everybody had a Wii at least, man. Come on.
Yeah. Nope.
Everybody.
I don't know, man. Kind of. I didn't get a Wii U, but I was kind of hoping that the Switch would have been backwards compatible, and it's not. I'm a little bit disappointed because there were some games that I was interested in. I just couldn't validate the purchase for 2 or 3 games. I was hoping the Switch would have been backwards compatible, but it's not. And that kind of bothers me a little bit.
Well, I think chances are a lot of the games that were on the Wii U that were exclusives, which was pretty much all of them, are gonna switch over to the Switch.
Pun intended.
Put it over.
Yeah, just well, you saw in the trailer it had a Splatoon. If it's not Splatoon 1, then it's a Splatoon 2, I guess. And what was the other game? Mario Kart. But that looked like a different Mario Kart too. But if you played Mario Kart,
Yoshi Circuit.
Which one?
That was a Yoshi Circuit. I think that was a brand new, different thing or something like that now.
Yeah, it probably is because it's got the 2 where you can hold 2 items, and King Boo wasn't in 8. But
I mean, I feel like they're gonna be backwards compatible. There's gonna be certain games they bring over. Splatoon is gonna be one of them because they actually
it
show
has to be
support Splatoon though for some reason.
it has to be each store only because it's cartridge. Remember?
Yeah, that's it's gonna be downloadable, like all their backwards compatible stuff. They're gonna have it, but I didn't expect them to go full on disc with this.
Yeah, and if
So
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Did they show what gigabytes the console would be as far as downloadable memory?
As far as a hard drive built into the system,
The hard drive, yeah.
from what I saw, from what I've been reading, it's 32.
Okay, so you ain't fitting many games on it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they got expandable. I'm sure there's going to be an expandable SD card slot.
Yeah, they
But
always
it's
got
still,
that.
but still, it's only 32.
Yeah, what you gonna have? Oh, I got a 64 gigabyte SD card. How many games you gonna fit on that?
Well, I mean, they make them up to. Do they have 512 ones? I think there's only 256 is the highest they go, but those cards are expensive.
That's still really and that's still really small. That's not very many. I mean, and think about if you had an Xbox One and you had the PS4, the 500 gigabytes. How many games did you truly fit on that before you had to go get another hard drive? And that's 500.
Let me see, because my Xbox is on currently.
I don't know.
And that's 500. What 256, an additional 256 plus they 32 gonna do?
I'm still on the original 500 gigs on the Xbox, and I have 52 games installed.
What? They must be small games.
Yeah, dude. Like, what the hell?
You ain't got Halo without them installed. No
I
way.
have GTA installed. I have Gears 4 installed. I have Forza Horizon 3 installed. I have Mafia 3 installed. I have a bunch of big games installed. I'm high 52. It is smaller titles, but I do have bigger ones installed.
It gotta be a bunch of small titles.
I'm about to say because it's only like 7 games would probably kill that 500 gig hard drive, and it usually especially Halo and Halo 5 and Master Chief Collection alone is like half the story.
Yeah, isn't that like 90 gigs?
Yeah.
And isn't Infinite Warfare supposed to be 120?
Infinite Warfare is 104 gigs.
Ugh, Jesus.
That is stupid.
See what I'm saying? So I mean, anybody, if you're a hardcore Nintendo fan, you ain't downloading that many games. You can download them, but you're gonna be swapping out games a lot. You're gonna be deleting games left and right.
Yeah, so I mean, that's why they probably have to rely on them cartridges.
Yeah, and what's called? And the virtual console is probably like those games ain't big.
Nah,
that's probably
not at all.
the stuff you're going to be downloading from Nintendo, most likely.
You know, while we're on Nintendo, do you guys care that they're not killing the 3DS?
Yeah, that's a problem. I think that's a big problem.
Why do you think so?
Because most of the whole point of the Switch is to be portable, and if you have a rival machine that you made, that's going to take away from whatever customers that might get the Switch. But I see why you would keep it around for kids. But my biggest issue with it is that when they announced the Switch, I thought they were combining studios. Like their portable division and their home division was going to be one thing. The 3DS had a lot of good games that Nintendo made that were great. And I was hoping that instead of seeing the droughts you see on the Wii U, since they got one console, everything's going to come out for that one console. But now it's probably going to be more of the same.
You're thinking too smart, Matt. You're thinking too smart. Come on, this is Nintendo we're talking about.
This is Nintendo.
You're right. It makes no sense to have two portable consoles, like two portable, gaming machines. It would make more sense to port every game from the 3DS over to the Switch.
Nintendo is lazy though. They don't want to do that.
Mm.
Look how many series we could have got on the Wii U, from Professor Layton to Phoenix Wright, and yet they still never did that.
And most of the games that were on the Wii U were half-baked games compared to the original ones. Like Animal Crossing was an amiibo festival. It was dumb. It's called Treasure Tracker was dumb.
I think the only ones that were like legit were what was that one game from Platinum? Bayonetta, Star Fox. It was another early Wii U title.
Oh, Wonderful 101?
Yeah.
What about Mad World? What was that game? Mad World?
That's on the Wii.
Oh, that's on the way.
When
Ain't that the same thing?
Nicodemus come in?
That's bad.
Ain't the Wii and the Wii U the same thing?
Nicodemus, when did you come in?
Oh, I snuck in here, man. I was trying to catch y'all slipping.
I seen them come in.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was
You wanna
trying to
talk-
see if y'all was gonna talk bad about me behind my back, but
Oh, that's at the beginning.
that was
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Yeah. We all want you to explain that ass whipping that you took yesterday. So
Negro, I almost said something I'm not supposed to say. That was no ass
I
whipping. You
rewatched
barely won. You barely won, and you won because of the bad physics in that game.
Oh damn!
how is a 12-point different point game is barely winning?
Because if you look at the game footage, there came a time where the ball was just flopping all over the place. Like we didn't know what the hell was going
I recall
on.
you scoring only 8 points in the second.
Wait a minute, Nick, did you get your money back?
I didn't take it back yet.
You tripping? I would have got my money back.
Man, he
next
about to
one.
get $1 for that game.
I mean, the competitive, honestly, the competitive side of me wants a rematch. I don't know if I can bring it back yet.
He went to GameStop. It's only been 7. You get 7 days.
You get 7 days, yeah, but
Yeah.
I think it's over 7 days now, dog. Because I had got it and I procrastinated.
Oh, he didn't even tell us, yeah, because he did a video and everything, but he
Yeah.
released it mad late.
Yeah, you took the L, big dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you wasted money, fam.
And
R.I.P.
I gotta run it back before I take it back, dog.
Yeah, I can't lose in NBA Live. I don't lose to NBA in the NBA Live too.
You almost lost, nigga. You almost lost.
Yeah. Not quite. You
Almost
scored
had
8 points in the second quarter. 8 points.
8 points in the second quarter.
That's how much you scored in the second quarter. 8 points.
Yeah, that was so that just shows how good I really was, though, because you only won by 12 points and I only scored 8 points in the second quarter. So
but in the second quarter,
my defense was on point.
You had to lead in the first quarter, so I had to work from a deficit. And I'm pretty sure I scored probably like I probably scored like maybe 20, 22 points in that quarter.
Yeah, that damn game, it's just too loose for me, bro. Like
it's loose. I feel like it's a
loose.
fluid running game. I hate NBA 2K. 2K is a garbage.
No, it's not. It's like the controls are a lot tighter.
No, it's not.
Yes, they're a lot tighter. They
controls
really
are.
are.
The
bro.
only thing,
They really
the
are.
only thing I will give NBA Live from what I've noticed is that they correct the layup animations because they actually switch hands. In 2K, you don't see them really switch hands like that. And the shoe game is nice. Besides that, no, nobody won't lie.
I mean,
2K, they try to make it too realistic. You can't move without the ball just falling loose from your hands.
It's
like,
not that.
okay,
It's not.
okay.
2K
So,
not that bad.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, 2K ain't that bad, dog.
I mean, live. Well, this live ain't horrible. It's not something that I would see myself playing unless I was forced to do it. Like I am.
You weren't forced.
But yeah, forced to do it. But it's not horrible. After playing it, I mean, I actually had a little fun playing it. So it still ain't good though. Don't get me twisted. It still ain't good.
So is that, how many games you own for your Xbox, Nicodemus?
Now I own 3.
And Live is one of them.
I know, ain't that a trip? That's a terrible testimony.
I'm sorry.
You own Halo 5, Gears of War 4, and Live 16.
Live.
Wait, he got the Master Chief collection, don't he?
Oh yeah, that came with my bundle.
Okay,
I do got the cheap collection. Yeah.
Man, you slipping on Xbox games, man. You can get like Sunset Overdrive for like $10. You slipping, man. That's a bunch of games.
Multi-plats are better played on the Xbox. I don't know why you buying them things.
Please stop. Man. Please stop, guys.
No.
I mean, I would, but time's a factor. I mean, I don't really have time. I can only, dedicate so much time to gaming in general. So I do what I can.
There's some exclusives you missed. I mean, you came to my crib. It's a lot of exclusives you missing out on.
Yeah,
bro.
you need to buy Dead Rising 3 and
okay. Let me tell you guys this. If you guys can possibly make it so that I don't have to go to work every day, so I can make time for all these games. I mean, if you guys can have a light-skinned brother retire early, and I can put in 8 hours a day in these games, I will put 4 hours into Xbox. and I put 4 hours into PlayStation.
Bro, just do YouTube every day for a living. Just do YouTube. That's what Biblical Reaper did. Go on YouTube and cry. you can't support your family. Set up a GoFundMe account and do Call of Duty videos, and then you'll be rich off of YouTube.
There's a problem with that.
My Dead Rising 3, bro.
There's a problem with that. There's a problem with that. I'm not a soft corporate suck up that just does anything for entertainment, and I say that in quotations, entertainment. I'm just too real for YouTube, so I can't be a fake little punk like a lot of these guys are. So,
oh man,
it wouldn't work for me.
He's talking about you, Kid Smooth.
Oh man,
I'm not talking about. Oh, that's wrong. I'm not talking about Kid Smooth. I say a lot of stuff about Kid Smooth to his face or whatever, but Kid Smooth is not fake. He's cool.
I'm playing.
He's cool.
I'm playing.
He's not one of those dudes I'm talking about. Them dudes I'm talking about I don't associate with. Period.
I'm just trying to stir the pot.
Yeah, I know.
I am always stirring the pot.
That's his job. He does it so well.
So the official Nintendo reveal is January 12th, 2017. Would they do a presentation?
I feel like that's stupid, man. Why show it off and give it a trailer, then have a press next year? Why not just get it all done in the same month that you showed it?
Because it's Nintendo.
It's Nintendo, man. They do things their own way.
You know what? I give the Switch a year before it comes out with a home edition that doesn't have the tablet.
I doubt it.
I feel like it's going to be two bundles. It's going to be those who just want the console strictly and those who want
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
They're not going to do anything they don't want to do. So
otherwise, it wouldn't be a
matter.
Switch. What they gonna do? It wouldn't be a Switch. Like to have, here's your home edition Switch that doesn't convert.
Doesn't switch.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Hey, it's Nintendo, man.
You guys are forgetting.
You have a point there. It is Nintendo.
You guys
have
are
a point, man.
This is Nintendo.
But think about when has Nintendo been against what their original plan was?
The 2DS and the 3DS, they constantly re-releasing this. Are we forgetting this? They have done multiple variants of that.
They really do well with the mobile stuff, so they might.
What Nintendo needs to do, listen, if Nintendo want a game that's going to sell like hotcakes off the rip, I'm talking about selling millions of copies in the first week, they need to put a Pokemon game on the Switch that people can play on their TV.
Game Freak ain't doing that, man.
But I'm telling you, they will sell millions of copies. If they gave us, I made a video about this maybe a year ago. If we had a full-fledged like console version of Pokemon game, it would sell more than what the 3DS, with the same amount of units, comparable to the units that's out in the market. People will buy that in a heartbeat, guaranteed.
Game Freak ain't doing it, man. They don't want to hit us. If it ain't 3DS, ain't trying to hit us, man.
If it ain't it ain't me.
They missing out on money.
Oh, I agree with you. They could have been made another Pokemon Stadium, another Gate of Darkness, even something.
Pokemon Stadium was dope.
Even something revolving around the current 3DS type games where you walk around and find everything and gym battle and stuff. But they just, I don't know, they dropped the ball. They just strictly want to stay to the mobile crowd. And that's what's hurting.
Yo, Stadium was revolutionary as a kid. You get to play your game and then take the pack and put it in the back of the 64 controller and put your game in there. And man, that was dope. That was revolutionary.
They missed out on opportunities for the Wii U. They could have had the Wii U tablet to be a camera and made another Pokemon Snap.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest miss. It's so obvious to make it, and they just didn't do it. It's ridiculous. They just need to go third party. You want Nintendo stocks to go up, they go third party.
Nintendo will be Sega in 5 years.
Oh, wow.
I think what's going to happen, I believe, now this is going to be a very bot thing for me to say, but I think Nintendo's next move is to run its online games on Xbox Live.
Oh, what the heck?
What?
I think in the future
that is beyond bot.
That Nintendo and Microsoft are going to come up with some sort of partnership where you can have Nintendo can have Xbox
it would never
Live.
happen.
Here's the thing. Microsoft tried to buy Nintendo before. So Nintendo when the Switch fails, when it fails, I can see Microsoft say, you know what? 20 years ago, whenever it was to try to get swoop in there, we tried to buy y'all failing. Here go this money. Come on, I'm swallowing you whole because Microsoft been trying to buy Nintendo.
But Nintendo don't need that money like that. I mean, they're good. They're good. I mean, that's
no. If the Switch fails like the Wii U, if the Switch fails like the Wii U, Nintendo is done. They are Sega. They are making games. You will see Mario on Xbox or PS4.
I don't think it's gonna fail like the Wii U though. I don't think it's gonna fail like that.
I don't think. You know what? To be fair, I don't think the Switch is gonna fail. It's just not gonna be that big because it's details like leaking out already about how like what we've seen from the trailer isn't actually running on the Switch and stuff like that. They need to stop doing things like that if they want to continue to have their customers. Don't show us Skyrim in 2K and then just say it might not be on the console and stuff like that. No, I show it, period. You know?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
It's not really a vote of confidence when they do that. I think mostly they just wait and see. As far as third party goes,
they have all the publishers and developers backing them, but I remember seeing this thing like the Wii U where they had all this love and support, and then later on it just dead. Like it deaded itself.
You said it deaded?
It deaded itself, man. It killed itself. Like I don't know, man. Nintendo, they just lack on certain things. It's like they don't know what they're doing.
I think Nintendo gonna be great. I think they'll be great this time.
What they need is the Switch drop thing. They need to get that Persona 5 on deck.
Oh my god!
Persona 5.
I don't think they're getting Persona 5.
They need to get that Persona 5 on deck and watch that sales.
Monster Hunter will probably do it for them. That's why the PSP was so big, is because Monster Hunter.
They need Monster Hunter. They need, the reiteration. They need another Mario Kart, stuff like that. The stuff that's gonna sell, but they gotta have some exclusive RPGs and stuff like they did with the Wii U. They had Mirage Sessions, which was, my God, that was fantastic. From what I got to play.
I don't know what y'all talking about right now. What games are y'all talking about right now?
Tokyo Mirage Sessions?
What? No.
Don't worry about it, Nick.
Yeah, man. You just stay in your lane, Nick.
I think I'm comfortable over here because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's another problem with them keeping the 3DS around. Are those JRPGs and all that stuff going to the Switch, or are they going to stay on the 3DS?
We never know, and that's the problem. Hey man, we can't talk about JRPGs. Look at Smooth face.
I was about to call this man out. He's rolling his eyes and stuff.
No, I'm just no. I mean, go ahead and keep talking. It doesn't bother me.
They go again with the JRPGs every week. The JRPGs.
These guys always talking JRPGs. Where's the shooting McPowell's?
Kids who don't like Titanfall. He was raging last night.
So yeah. I did see something about called Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare is 54 gigs and Call of Duty Remaster is 49 gigs. Equaling up to 104 gigabytes in total.
That is. Wow. Then you got to factor in the season pass, the day one patch.
So how many people here want Infinite Warfare to fail? Raise your hand.
Want it to fail?
Infinite Warfare.
I don't
how
want
many
it
people
to
want it to fail? Raise your hand.
I don't want it to fail. I hope it's awesome.
I don't want it to fail.
Be quiet, Matt.
But I want it. I don't want it to fail.
Jon Snow's in it. All that sci-fi.
I want it to do bad enough to where they actually sell Modern Warfare Remastered separately.
It needs to fail. I'm gonna tell you why it needs to fail, because if they continue to think they can get away with this lackluster crap, it's just gonna get worse. If you thought this was bad, wait until the next iteration. If this thing sells the way they want it to, and if you people freaking buy into it and flock to it like sheep, like you ain't got nothing to play, is going to be the same thing. And that's what I don't understand about gamers. Like, why do y'all always flock to these first-person shooters like it's the only thing out there to play? Like, I think people are like conditioned, like you're freaking brainwashed every holiday. Oh, the holiday season, gotta buy a first-person shooter. If they're trash, bro, don't buy them. Like, there's other stuff to play.
Yes.
You know why, Nick? And I'm gonna tell you why people are so conditioned to stay inside their comfortable zone to where they won't broaden their horizons enough.
Even if the game is horrible, you're gonna suffer through a horrible game just because you think there's nothing else to play besides that. Like, that don't make no sense to me.
You gotta factor it in. People, look how many people would buy something like Call of Duty or Titanfall or Battlefield 1, but show them a game like what, Xenoverse 2, Horizon, Final Fantasy, stuff like that. Then they say it's trash.
Weird mother to enjoy those games.
Wow, he couldn't hold his mouth any longer.
He couldn't.
Sorry, you got to be. I'm sorry. There's a reason why those games aren't like
Final Fantasy
appeal.
Final Fantasy is big though. He named
Final
big.
Fantasy is the only one I see lone exception. Like, come on.
Can you even name the other ones he said?
Xenoverse? You crazy? Dragon Ball Z is a huge name. What do you
Dragon Ball Z is
it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's huge name in its own right with this TV shows and stuff like as a video game series to the mass market.
The game sells like all the games sell like hotcakes. What are you saying?
I doubt it. I'm sorry. I don't see anything from Dragon Ball. I don't see that Dragon Ball. All right, so if you were to compare Dragon Ball Z, all right, let's do this. Compare Dragon Ball Z to like a Madden or Call of Duty. Is it outselling them? Is it even on par, or is it just does good for what it's supposed to do? Like,
well, you can't really compare. You can't really compare.
Well, you have to. I said Dragon Ball Z is not mass. I said Dragon Ball Z isn't mass market. It's not mass big seller. You know what I mean? But he said it is, and I'm like, well, all right, and compare. All right, give me a Madden and give me Call of Duty and give me Dragon Ball Z. Is it up there, or is it not?
I don't think so.
It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that big, but it's gonna be big in its own forthright. You're underwhelming the anime fighters that's gonna do well. Dragon Ball Z and Naruto will sell like hotcakes regardless.
That's why they keep making them.
Well, let's just check this out right quick. Internationally,
that research
probably, yeah, but let's see how much these damn anime shit sell. Oh. Now, what was the latest Naruto game to come out?
Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
I can't believe he hates anime this much.
Ultimate Ninja Storm
anime is golden. It's
so
beautiful,
well,
dog. Anime cartoons are beautiful, dog.
Ultimate Ninja Storm 4
I don't know. What's up with Kids Moves?
I don't know. It's some of the most creative like stories.
You know, Afro Samurai was anime. The Boondocks is.
That's a show.
It's drawn like an anime
game. It's not a. It's a show.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that anime properties.
I love the Boondocks. I love watching. There's some animes I can enjoy.
You gotta understand that anime properties are gonna do well, regardless of whether you find it.
I'm sure they'll do well in Japan.
Yeah, and a lot of those games aren't that good because anime properties is just like if they made a Ben 10 game. Like it's probably not gonna be good because it's licensed, man. It's the same thing.
All right, let's see what happened here. All right, the last Naruto, according to everybody's favorite website, has sold. Wow, it did 390,000 in North America, and it did $1 million worldwide.
Wow, so it's topped NBA Live's worldwide sales.
Oh.
Actually, there hasn't been one Naruto game to surpass 1 million. They only had 2 games to hit 1 million. Wow. All right, let's check out this Dragon Ball. Is it called Dragon Ball or is it Xenoverse?
Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
So, Demi, would you like to defend Naruto's honor, sir?
I mean, ain't nothing to defend. The numbers are gonna speak for themselves, man. I'm trying to tell Smooth, don't underestimate these games just because they're anime titles. All
right, Dragon Ball Z. Okay, now this is one. Wow. Okay. Wow. I thought. Wow. Okay. So Dragon Ball Z Budokai, right, which is the most successful Dragon Ball Z game to date, which was my actually favorite. I actually played that and enjoyed it. Right. Dragon Ball Z Budokai, global 3 million, and then Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was the second best. Xenoverse. Where are you, Xenoverse? Where the fuck are you? Xenoverse. Wow. Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Worldwide. Worldwide. 320,000. You know what it did in Japan? The place where it's supposed to in Japan, this game did where are you? What? That's not real. That's not real. Hold on.
Is that BG Tarth? It's got to be the truth.
Japan, I have 3 goose eggs. So that means it didn't do good on its home turf. And then everybody else bought it by like default in North America, which it didn't do so well. So there's
which one is this?
Way.
Which one is this?
The last one that came out. Not Xenoverse 2. I didn't count that one yet because I don't know if it's out yet. But Xenoverse 1, the one that came out last year.
Oh, okay. I thought there was the one that just came out.
Yeah. It sold. It sold. It didn't sell. Yep. I'm sorry.
So what is your point here, Smooth? What's your overall point here?
My points. I said the game, those anime games aren't mass media, mass market. It's like, and that's what I said. And he said Dragon Ball and Final Fantasy. I was like, all right, Final Fantasy, sure, but everything else, no. And I proved my point. Anime does not work here in the United States, in America.
I wouldn't say that as a general statement. There's some that do.
The sales prove it. I'm talking about mass media. Give me Call of Duty, give me Madden, and give me freaking Dragon Ball Z. Huh? They're not comparable. Not from sales.
Not from a sales perspective. No, they're not comparable. From a quality perspective, that's a whole different story. But
I can say about any game. I'm just saying, it's just that. The thing is, everybody wants people to play and accept these anime games. I'm telling you, and I don't want to sound like an a-hole for it, but anime, how can I say this? Anime is not for everybody. You know, your average Joe shouldn't be playing or watching anime.
You said shouldn't be?
All right, this is about to go down a whole highway that I suggest you stop right there.
Get him, Demi. Get him.
It's supposed to be niche. It's supposed to be niche.
This man here, bro. So I guess you're not gonna be you check out the chat. So I guess you're not gonna be playing Scalebound.
That's not an anime game.
It's Japanese.
Why do people keep confusing with anime with Japan-related games?
But that does borrow heavy anime things. That does have anime type tropes.
Here's the thing: when I say I don't like anime, I'm talking about the art style, the area. Scalebound looks Western as all hell. I'm sorry.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
I'm talking about the characters and stuff. I'm not talking about the numbers on the screen. Yeah, that's very platinum game like and stuff like that. But I'm talking about
it doesn't look Western at all.
It looks Western. It looks like a Western game. It doesn't look like this game is a Japanese game. It looks like it will appeal to.
It looks exactly like Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Not to me.
That's your typical anime protagonist right there.
Yeah, that is a typical Japanese or anime type protagonist.
So Japanese and anime is the same thing? I'm losing it here because Scalebound. Look at Scalebound. That's not anime. It's a JRPG, but it's not anime. I look at Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and that other blood shit. That's anime.
So wait. You're telling me that the protagonist of Scalebound, Drew, does not look anything out of an anime or anything like that. Period.
No, he doesn't. No, does not look an anime character.
Bro, he looks exactly like any Final Fantasy or anime type character.
Final Fantasy is considered anime? It's kind of scary.
Well, if you look at the characters in the new one, yes.
All right.
It's an art. It's just an art style, man.
Drew looks like one of those androgynous protagonists, bro. Exactly like Dante, if you want to take it there, bro.
Yeah, I think he looks like Dante.
I didn't consider them anime. Maybe what I'm looking at is anime versus what anime is completely wrong. So if that to me, my thoughts on anime isn't as bad. I just some like games like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, what's that? Blue Point, Blood Point, whatever game that just came out. They all have this similar play style. Obviously, similar art style and a consistency that other Japanese games that aren't quote unquote anime don't have. So that's why I can say, all right, I don't like those type of games. So I can see it's okay to not like Dragon Ball Z and a Naruto, but to like a Final Fantasy, a Devil May Cry, and a Scalebound. I think they're completely different. But
I mean, well, they are in that they're not licensed. Like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, those are licensed properties, and it's based on a fighting manga, so they're gonna be fighting.
Like,
that's a point you can't argue, man. Just let it be, man.
They're not the same. It's just not the same.
I'm saying
if Scalebound was looked like Persona is an anime, right?
Well, no, it was a video game first.
Yeah, it's a video
but
game.
It's an anime, the art style and shit, right?
It's an anime type of art style.
Yeah, I don't like that art style, and I don't like the way the characters move and the way the gameplay on most of those games are. They're all pretty much the same.
What's the last anime game you play?
Xenoverse, and no, Naruto. One of them, Naruto, either Naruto 4 or Xenoverse, whichever one. No, Naruto is newer than Xenoverse, so Naruto is the last one I played.
I think you would like Attack on Titan.
I will.
I think you would.
Attack on Titan.
You look like an Attack on Titan type of guy.
Sick. If you say you wouldn't like Attack on Titan,
I think he would like that.
I think you got someone.
Have you ever watched any of the Attack on Titan anime episodes?
No, I don't watch it.
Have you seen a clip? Have you seen a clip of Attack on Titan?
No.
Here's what.
Okay, so how would you know you was even
right? You're doing yourself a disservice by not.
I'm not doing myself a disservice.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
If I've experienced with certain, if I don't watch a lot of anime shows, and I don't.
This is why we're saying watch Attack on Titan first.
But why? I don't. I really came to the point that I don't like those type of shows.
But you don't even know what Attack on Titan is about. You're writing it off before you even get a chance to know what it's about, bro.
Does it look like any other fucking anime that's on the anime on the Cartoon Network in the morning? Huh? Does it?
Does it look?
Does it look? No.
Yeah, it does have a different look.
It has a completely different look, and it's a mature writing.
Oh, okay. That makes it better.
I knew you were gonna say that. That makes it all better.
I'm saying, but if they aired this on Cartoon Network, you know how much they would have to dumb down and not air it at all.
So where can you watch Attack on Titan?
You can watch Attack on Titan on Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll, YouTube.
All that stuff.
Where did it originally appear on?
What?
Where did it originally air on? Was it always a streaming show, or was it a show that came on like a cable network first?
It never came
over in Japan, and then it came to the first time I saw it was Cartoon Network.
Then it came over here, and then it came over to Adult Swim when it got the English dub.
Oh, and the black people doing
it. Yeah. I'm sorry. It just doesn't for me.
Yo, the gameplay of Attack on Titan is basically Spider-Man with swords. That's what it's like.
Dog. It's Spider-Man with swords, exactly. I need to play. I'm waiting for it to get down to like $40, so I can buy it.
Oh man! All right, I'm gonna check out one of the episodes, see how big. Cause you guys, man, I'm sorry. You
can check it out in next podcast. Let us know what you think about Attack on Titan. Fam.
I will.
Let us know your honest thoughts. Okay. Do you like people speaking in Japanese dialect?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Then watch the English dub.
What was that?
That was his best impression.
It sounded like he was dying, bro. I don't know what that was.
You was concerned for a second?
No, I wasn't concerned, bro. I was like, damn, this is what you get for talking about anime, dude.
Yep, good riddance.
Well, I'm sure it's great. What else?
I mean, I think the moral of what we were trying to talk about was for people to be diverse, a little more diverse.
No, people don't need to be diverse. Diversity is okay.
But the lack of diversity, I think, is actually hurting us as the consumer and the industry, bro. I mean, when you look at Call of Duty, the newest Call of Duty is a direct reflection of the lack of diversity. People just flock to the stuff no matter what. They flock into the stuff no matter what.
Let me bounce off you, Nick. I say the lack of diversity is evident this generation. We have new IPs that will like show up and then don't get supported, but then people will complain about, oh, we got these games coming out that's, copy and paste, and we got these remasters coming out, but then when the newer experiences drop, nobody tends to buy them.
All right, I agree with you guys on somewhat. One, you can't blame Call of Duty for the lack of diversity. I'm sorry, every Call of Duty dev have game but Call of Duty.
I said that it's a result. It's a result of people's willingness to be diverse. Huh?
The people buying them. So you're blaming people buying them for our lack of diversity in video games.
No, yes. So I'm saying what I'm trying to say. Let me reiterate. What I'm trying to say is the reason why Call of Duty is progressively getting worse is because gamers are not willing to be diverse. Ooh, that rhymes. Hold on.
Wait, so Call of Duty? Wait, you said Call of Duty is getting worse because Call of Duty's not.
I said Call of Duty is progressively getting worse because gamers are not willing to be diverse. Ooh.
So how's that called? Wait, so that makes no sense. So because gamers don't want to be diverse, it makes Call of Duty worse?
Yes, because they're constantly buying that crap no matter what. Like they're not willing to think outside the box. Like they're just gonna flock to it no matter what. And the developers know that. They know that. So they're not gonna put any effort in it. They're not gonna try to change it up. They're not gonna try to make it better.
That's all they did was change it up. They just made it worse in the process. You notice everybody complain about Call of Duty. They want boots on the ground like it used to be. When they ripped off Medal of Honor. That's how before Call of Duty came into the scene.
When they ripped off Medal of Honor.
We were playing Medal of Honor. Like that's what we were playing before Call of Duty came along. And Call of Duty just did what Medal of Honor did, but they did it better, and it progressively gotten better, and then it went modern. And then once it went modern, it was like, let's make them fly. And that's when people lost their mind. And that's why Call of Duty sucks, because you're boosting and flying and jumping and swimming and doing all this stuff in space, and people miss what you were able to do before. It's just not the same. I don't think Call of Duty is the same. It's just it changed it, and we don't.
I think it's beyond that. Looking at the gameplay, and just I want people to know I'm not a natural born Call of Duty hater. I enjoyed Black Ops 3, so let me just put that out there. But when you look at stop hating. When you look at the gameplay of this new one, it's gone beyond that. You can tell that they really didn't try, dude. Like
now, I'm not gonna say it's just Call of Duty's fault, though. I'm gonna say it's on the effort of copy and paste games in general. People buy these things, and it just these sell well more than actual newer experiences. Mm-hmm. And these older titles that they bringing over as remasters are selling better than the actual new experiences that we're getting. So then people complain about, oh, we aren't getting any new things. Why are they releasing remasters and such? But you buy what they put in front of you, and you don't complain about it until it actually is evident of what you're not supporting.
Mm.
Like there's no reason, period, that the Arkham remasters and Skyrim remasters should be selling more than these new experiences that's about to come.
Yeah, that's true. They're just not willing to try new things, man.
Yeah, I think people are. I mean, sure, people aren't willing to try new things, but I tell you this, I'm damn sure not willing to have the new things be like freaking anime. I'm just sorry.
That's just I understand. That's too much of a stretch for you, and you fit a certain demographic, so you're not alone. I get that. That's too much of a stretch for you. But what I would like for gamers to do is rather just flock to these first-person shooters, no matter what, every year. Try something different. Just try something different, because obviously, this rinse, lather, repeat thing is not working. It's just getting worse. And it's like you just can't just throw your dollars at crap, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just making it worse for everybody, in my opinion.
I think we need more. The thing is, This generation, yes, it lacks diversity. It's like probably the worst out of all generations. Like there's not enough of different type of games. Sure, I feel like there's a lack of, we don't have not enough platformers.
Yeah, that would be wonderful if we have more
platformers. There's not even enough like what you call like here's the thing. This is what this generation is run off. Open world games and first person shooters.
Yep.
I don't mind a third person action adventure game. I need more of those.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like more of Tomb Raider type games, more of Uncharted type games. Like I remember we had a ton of them. Like we had, games like Dead to Rights, Max Payne, freaking, and you had a bunch of unknown games that were just there that were just options. And I feel like there's no freaking combat racing games anymore. Like you had Twisted Metal back in the day. You had Full Auto last generation. There's just not enough. And I'm sorry, I know we have indie games, but indie games, they're supposed to fill the void, but they don't, because there's not enough diverse type indie games. I feel like a lot of the indie games that are there are all puzzle platformers, or if they're not puzzle platformers, there's these games that just focus directly on art, and the gameplay makes literally no sense, but it's the art of it that makes it
magical,
magical or some shit like that. So it's just like I want a game, like a game. And I feel like you only get like really like two types of games nowadays.
I agree with that, and that goes back to just gamers and their trends and stuff. All the money is in first person shooters and open world games right now, so devs are gonna follow suit and go where the money's at. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like you're not really gonna get those games. Obviously we're not getting them now because of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, open world games, they have saturated the freaking market. I remember when PlayStation 4 and Xbox One were first announced and stuff, and they was like, we're gonna be able to have these big open experiences and things like that. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds good. I didn't know every freaking game that come out was gonna be open world. Like, dog, I literally don't have time. And here's the true part: it's not even open world done right. they're screwing that up. Like, yeah. I don't know, bro. But yeah, I would love more like AAA platforming games and third-person action games and things like that. Definitely. But that's why I play a lot of indie games, though. I mean, honestly, because I don't get, satisfaction from a lot of these AAA games. Just to be honest, I'm not the king of indies just to be calling myself the king of indies. You know what I'm saying? I actually thoroughly enjoy, see these indie games. And yeah, you're right. There's a lot of them are puzzle platformers, and you got to kind of dig a little deep and stuff to get some really, good ones that you want. But you still, in my opinion, you got more to choose from in indie games than AAA.
Well, duh. Just that it's going to be a lot of
I'm saying you got more good ones to choose from. That's what I'm saying. You got more good games that you'll find on the indie side than AAA.
But I think the thing about what indie games you have to find something that fits you. Like me, I like a couple of years ago, I could have been like the indie person. But the thing is, I've only searched for games that suit me. Every time I try something new, I was like, damn, why did I freaking buy this game? Like I have a lot of games on my Xbox that were freaking regrets. Like, why did I buy this? I looked at the title, it was cheap. Or I was like, maybe I could play this, give a review or something like that. And I'm like, why did I do this? Like, I'm still, there's this one game that's on my hard drive that I hate it so much that I not only deleted it off my hard drive, I deleted it off my ready to install list. It's this game called Yasei Ninja.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I didn't pick it up because I didn't like the gameplay.
That game, that game is beyond horrible. It's like they just sat there. It's like, how quick can we put a game together? Everything is off. Everything.
You said it was in the studio racing, dog. Like, okay, how can we put this game together?
The game is running at least maybe 5 frames per second. It's so bad that I bought it because it's like, this is like a Nintendo 64 platformer, right?
Yeah.
So, but at first glance, I bought it and I was eager to play it. And I'm like, what's going, like, you can hit a button, the button delay, you can hit a button, right, to like the slash, and they react 3 seconds later. But in that time, you already gotten hit. So the game's not even reacting to you pressing that button. You're like, all right, I gotta jump out of the way, but no, I already got hit because my button didn't react in time. And then there's parts where you have to double jump, and it makes the game unplayable because it's a platform adventure game. What happens is there's parts where you have to double jump, and because of the response time is so behind, it's failure. It's automatic failure. You have to time before you press the jump button.
Wow.
Okay. When I jump, I gotta jump now.
Ahead of time.
I gotta jump ahead of time and then jump again before it's. And like I think I was so frustrated playing that game that I made a video telling people not to buy the game. And it's just right now, every time I see it on like the store, I just lose my mind. The game's getting taken down.
It's like horrible memories.
There are indie games you gotta wade through the water with. I say the last indie game I've had like a really great experience with that I'm still playing through because it has multiple endings is Claire Extended Cut. It's a 2D.
Claire?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a 2D horror game.
Oh, okay.
No one
I don't know about it.
It follows in the same vein as Clock Tower games, if you remember those from the PlayStation 1 days.
Oh, yeah.
And it is really surprisingly good. And I'm like, games like this is, yes, indies have like a bad rep for being trash, but it's certain games where you just like, well, damn, okay, this is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, Nick, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Those games where it just really takes you back.
Oh yeah. And that's what be the type of games that you guys. Let me ask you guys this question: Do you guys have games like right now that you're kind of forcing yourself to get through just for the sake of beating the game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so those games right there, they're like, you want to beat it because you just want to complete it, you know, because you already started it, you already invested time in it. But at the end of the day, they're time wasters. The games that I love, that kind of like what Demi's talking about, are the types of games where you just can't wait to get back to them. Like you kind of thinking about them throughout the day, and when you get home, you're like, man, this is where it's at. Like there's very few games like that I noticed. Very few games, AAA, indie, whatever you want to say. Very few games like that. Like the game that I'm trying to like force myself through right now. This is week 3 in a row we're gonna talk about this game, Mafia 3.
Yep.
I'm trying to force myself to get through it because I want to see the rest of the story, the ending, but that damn gameplay, bruh,
it's just it's long. I'm not even forcing myself. I'm actually enjoying the story. the rest of this is like, oh god, it's not even the gameplay. I'll say it's the missions that really.
And that's what I mean. Mainly it's the missions and then the stupid ass AI, bro. It's like you have to make yourself have fun with that game. Like you just gotta do abstract stuff just to have fun. Like I could literally just go through every mission and just whistle and have people come to me and I just stab them. That I could literally just do that the whole game. But in order for me to have fun and switch it up, I go in there guns blazing sometimes. But I have to make it interesting for me.
I use the markers to call people in, like just to have some fun sometimes. But
and it shouldn't be like that, but you got games like that, and
I'm gonna be the guy that says this, and I'm glad you brought this up, Nick. I'm sorry, Smooth, but I felt this way about Recore.
What?
Forcing his way through it.
Yeah. I mean, Recore. Like I said, I don't know if I still have to get back to it. I haven't beat it yet, but I'm stuck on a part. So.
I'm near the end, and they're forcing you to backtrack. I don't want to do that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I want to beat the game anytime soon. I wanted to beat it this calendar year, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
I don't know if I am going to beat the game because, oh my god.
That's saying a lot because this man, he makes a living off of reviews, so he has to beat games.
Yeah,
that's saying a lot.
That hurts, man. Because I'm like, if I beat Mafia before I beat Recore,
I'm
gonna be hurt.
I'm stuck on this part of Recore. You know how those little robots you got walk by and they fly up in the air and they connect to a plug to open a portal for you and whatnot. I'm in a spot where I'm like, where the fuck is these things? because there's like I don't know where to go to get them. I found like 2 of them, and it's just like, and I was like, and I don't want to keep walking around and then alerting these dogs to come up from the sand and keep shooting at them and just take their cores. And it's like I don't know where to go from there. So it's just like I was like, I kind of fell back off of it. I ain't gonna lie. That's why you guys haven't heard me talk about it.
Yeah, I had to take a break too. It's one of those games where it's like, oh man, all right, this is fun.
This is why I get scared of Japanese-made games.
Yeah, whatever.
I ain't gonna say all that.
Nah, that game is like right up your alley, and from what we were talking about earlier, it's just that they didn't put a lot of effort into it. They didn't execute it properly.
Yeah, but it could have easily been one of my favorite games had they put it together right and stuff like that. Because things I like games like it. It's just that Recore, if you gave me a bunch of games that were like it, Recore would probably be one of my least favorite ones. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the only thing I hate. Like freaking. I hate the idea of freaking exclusives. You know why? Because I want to be able to play. Right? I really want to be able to play games like freaking Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter on my freaking Xbox. Yeah. That's all I want to do. I went through like generations of just playing those in the combination. Then it was Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, SmackDown, and The Getaway on one platform. That's all I freaking just my game cycle was. Boom. Boom, boom. Every now and then I got like another game like NBA Street or something like that, or Def Jam or something like that. But those were my primary games and stuff like that. And I feel like with every generation that goes on, I get less and less games like that. Like
I'm with you on that, but switch up NBA Street or Def Jam with NBA Jam, and then I'm in.
NBA Jam. I had me no, because there was so many. My favorite basketball games that weren't like simulated were NBA Street Volume 2. Volume 2 was nasty. Volume 2, NBA Ballers.
Yeah, I remember that.
Ballers. It had Stephon Marbury on the cover. I enjoy it. And that's what NBA 2K rips off now with their whole My Career and stuff. They just took all the shit that was in NBA Ballers and made it stupid. But
wow. A shot at 2K, even at this stage of the podcast.
Street Hoops, which was the N1 game. My favorite, Half Man, Half Amazing, and Hot Sauce were the only 2 people I like kind of just used. But
Hot Sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. But see, we don't get stuff like that no more. Curricular games like that.
No, you know what I mean? EA could very well do that, and they refuse to do it. They refuse. They keep going with this, trying to go compete with 2K on that level. They very well could come out with another Street.
I don't know why they keep doing that. They never gonna win that. They might as well just let that dream die.
I know it's pride, bro. Pride comes before the fall, and they have fallen.
Hey, I'm all for choices. I hope NBA Live, they make as many NBA Lives as possible, because having one, the people are like, all we need is 2K. No, 2K, we got 2K. I will say this. I want EA to give 2K the NFL license.
Just telling my mom that.
No.
Yes.
No. You know why?
Yes.
Here's the thing. No. People assuming just because they had like 1 or 2 good games, right, that they're just automatically going to make the best NFL games. No, I don't believe it. Remember, 2K made not NFL football games. They made football games after 2K5. They were no good. So I don't want to run to the assumption that 2K is going to make a better football game just because their last NFL license game was the best one we've had. If they had options to make football games prior to that and they weren't good, sure, I don't care if they didn't have the NFL license. No, it was still a football game. You could still put the mechanics in for it to play, and you can imagine, damn, this is how their NFL game would play today. They had football games like that. They were not great. So
but that was 2K then versus 2K now, because 2K took a minute to get their feet wet and stuff. Because for a while, in my opinion, the first 2K, the first NBA 2K games weren't that great, but I mean they learned and they kept getting progressively.
Games. They just weren't. They always had the best 2K games. They just weren't the top dog. They weren't a top seller back then. They took over because EA lost their footing. The thing is, the problem with NFL, they had ESPN 2K had the best game that year. Believe it or not, though, when they were making games, when everybody had an NFL license, Madden was actually always the best one. Madden was always the best one. That's why Madden was the football game. The other options were great, and then until it was like the last 2 years.
The NCAA games were great too, bro.
And the NCAA games were amazing. But the last 2 years, it was like 04 and 05 or 05 and 06. It's when 2K was like, oh, these are the better football games than the Maddens, and Madden was like, oh, not having that. Let's get the license. But the thing is, since then, 2K couldn't make any NFL football games, but they since made football games that were not great. And that's why I was like, I don't think it should, just because they make good basketball games, that they're going to make good football games. Hell, they can't even make a good wrestling game. Like, I'm not.
Well, that's because
sports games.
That's because them old wrestling games that we used to use a whole different engine that kind of just died out. So that's why we love those. That's why we love those older titles. But they're trying to be more simulated wrestling.
Yeah, but why need to simulate wrestling? I don't understand the need for it.
Yeah, wrestling already fake enough.
Yeah, like what's the need for it? Like, I understand you want to simulate basketball. You want to simulate, football and all this other crap. Wrestling is arcade. It's arcade drama. Oh my God, it's right up there with like Housewives and shit like that, just with more fighting. And I used to be a big wrestling fan. You couldn't tell me wrestling was fake 10 years ago, but
you know that.
Grew out of it. But anyway, what else do we have here? How we doing, chat? What's up? Yeah,
the PS4 Pro got some news.
Stop! I won't say that. Oh, we got some PlayStation 4 Pro news.
Yeah, how do you say that name? YAUJTA.
Hacha. Well, I guarantee you don't even pronounce the Y. So it's like Juta. Jata.
We don't want to butcher your name, but it's a cool name though. What's up, Y? What's happening?
We got PS4 Pro news. All the PS4 Pro patches are starting to roll out. We got Horizon got a PS4 Pro patch, which I don't know why so early. Deus Ex got his Pro patch.
Right.
Pro patch coming in. And then Watch Dogs 2 is getting a day one Pro patch as well.
That Pro come out in 9 days. Like 9 days.
This is the most inconvenient, non-needed console right now. It's just not needed.
So the Pro is not needed?
It's not needed. It's just super inconvenient.
I wouldn't say it's inconvenient, but I agree it's not needed.
Is that the thing? Is I was gonna do something. I was gonna make a unnecessary, inconvenient, what's the word I'm looking for? An irresponsible purchase, a pre-order of a PlayStation 4 Pro.
You should get a Pro because you don't have a PS4.
Yeah, you should get a Pro. You should get a Pro regardless because you don't have a PS4.
Wait. I'm sorry. Let me not say that. Do you have a 4K TV?
No, that's what I was like.
Then get the PS4.
No, it was worse than the PlayStation 4. Something was worse than the PlayStations I had before. I had more value than my other PlayStations. I would never do that. That's a complete downgrade. The thing is, it's like, where's the need? Here's the thing. Wow, the games are going to be upgraded. You know what I mean? The games are going to be upgraded. And the thing is that there's going to be, how many games? It's like 15 games. It's 10. What was it?
Final Fantasy 15 has a day one Pro patch as well.
Yeah, better because they have a Final Fantasy bundle with a Pro.
They have a Final Fantasy. Don't they have a Final Fantasy bundle with the Slim?
No, with the Pro. The 449. It's 449 for the if you get Final Fantasy 15 with the Pro because they were trying to press me to pre-order that one. I was like, I don't play Final Fantasy, dude.
Yeah.
So
that was just a Slim.
No,
the moon on it and everything.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was just a Slim with the moon design on it.
And that was no. It's just a bundle. It's not like a custom.
Okay.
It comes with the game and the PlayStation Pro. But I'm just trying to find where is like, all right, I'm the point where like I really want this thing. I don't have a 4K TV. I mean, I have a monitor, a nice freaking ultra wide monitor and whatnot, but I just don't see where I need a PlayStation 4 Pro. And all the games that I actually have, with the exception of The Last of Us, won't support the Pro until they up and patch it. All the games that I currently have for the PlayStation 4 that's stored up somewhere in the cloud that I have to download, only one game is going to support it.
Yeah, I mean, unless you have a 4K TV, yeah, there's really no need to get one. That's why I'm not getting one right now. I really don't know when I'm gonna get one. Honestly, I mean, I ain't got no money like that, man, to be just dropping on 4K TVs.
But not like soon. Like probably down the line sometime, but not soon.
I mean, I'm gonna upgrade or whatever and all that stuff. And I mean, what I always do is, my TV, I upgrade the TV and then I upgrade the game system. So
yeah.
That's the next evolution.
That's when I feel like that's when I'm gonna do it. Like when I upgrade
that's
the
how
TV,
I do it.
That's when I step in myself.
Yep. So, but right now I agree with Kid though. I mean, honestly, it's not needed right now. I mean, there's a market for it, but I don't know if the market's big enough. They're really doing it to get a head start on this mid-year leap. Really, that's really why they're doing it right now, in my opinion. But it's a business move. Whether it's smart or not, we'll see. We'll see what the numbers say. You know what I'm saying? We'll find out if it's actually a smart move or not. And I know a lot of people buying it or whatever. I mean, they got a lot of pre-orders for it and stuff like that. So, but for me personally, nah, I'm not interested. I'm not hyped for it whatsoever. Honestly, it's not really on my radar. No offense, fellow Sonyites. No offense, but I'm not feeling the Pro. If it ain't real, it ain't me.
Before I grab a Pro, I will say I'm grabbing a VR. That's happening first.
That's happening first.
Are you in VR?
If I'll probably get a Pro just to make sure the VR, because I like the VR, and it'll probably make the VR better. So it makes.
Oh
sense.
yeah. You I forgot you got that VR already, Matt.
It's cool.
How you still enjoying it? Like talking about you had it for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I mean it's neat.
Are you getting Robinson?
It's still neat, Matt.
Yeah, it's still neat. It's cool.
It hasn't become an integral part of your everyday life and being yet.
Nah.
Matt, are you getting Robinson? That's dropping.
Oh, Robinson, that what was it?
The Crytek game.
Yeah, when you're in the dinosaurs and stuff.
What kind of game is it?
Dinosaurs,
like
man. Dinosaurs.
It's basically one of those platforming open world dinosaur type titles in VR.
Was like Ark?
Would I say it's like Ark? Nah, because you playing as a little kid.
It's not like Ark. I don't know what to really is. I mean,
I can't really
is it like Jurassic Park without all the action? Something like that, maybe.
Without the action? So am I just exploring?
I mean,
this,
it has action, but not like Jurassic Park type of action. Well, I haven't seen the whole game. I'm just judging it off of trailers. But
yeah, I haven't watched anything since then.
So this is just solely based on trailers. So.
Yeah,
like I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It looks pretty. That looks nice. Like and that's Crytek engine. Demi. Yeah, that does look nice. That's a real AAA.
I think that's
VR
the
experience.
first. That's the first $60 VR title.
And it's going to be a whole hour and a half long.
No,
so get ready. Get ready for it.
Oh,
I mean, the main one I'm waiting for is Resident Evil.
I'm joking.
Oh, yeah, Resident Evil 7 day one.
That's
VR.
That's gonna be it.
You guys like heart attacks, huh?
I like scary movies, man.
I know.
Are fun too.
I know you like your scary stuff. Demi does too, but it's different in VR, guys. So yeah.
Hey, Sony, if you're listening to this podcast,
I hope y'all got medical insurance.
Please
talk
to the Red Barrels. Talk to the Red Barrels and get them to VR Outlast 2. Please.
That game is horrifying enough, bruh. I don't see how you do it. And then you want to be in the world with all that craziness. I don't get it.
Hey man, it's something new.
Damn, you fell out your chair. screaming like a little girl on your live stream. You gonna be able to handle. You gonna be able to handle being in the world and you can't do nothing. Like this stuff gonna be right in your face, bruh. And you gonna be trying to run. You gonna be trying to run. You are gonna trip over your couch and everything. I can see it now, boy. I hope you got insurance. I hope you got insurance.
If I'm playing that and I don't pass out, then I wasted my money.
Yeah, wow. You guys don't love yourselves. Y'all don't love yourselves.
Yo, if I don't get a stroke playing this, it's not what it's worth, man.
You didn't get your money's worth if you don't get a stroke. Wow. Man, nah, y'all can have that, fam. I'll stay living. I'm gonna stay living.
It's like, what's that playing Outlast 2 in VR like? It feels like dying, and it was amazing.
That's exactly the feeling I'm gonna tell folks.
Wow.
It's not worth it if it ain't if you're not dying, then what's the point of you playing?
They're dying.
Right.
Wow. You horror fanatics.
I got a question.
What up?
You know how games like on like the PS4 Pro and stuff like that, and maybe in Scorpio in the future, are they gonna get like re-reviewed? Like, are they gonna get like
they'll probably do a comparison more than likely.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get re-reviewed. You know, Digital Foundry gonna be all over it, but I can't see anybody doing the actual full-on review. This ain't remastered we're talking about here, so
yeah, this is they're just probably gonna do comparisons of frame rate and resolution.
I got a question for you guys. A little controversial, but it's not. It's not controversial to where you probably think it is. But hey, I asked this question on Twitter. All right, my question was, how come games that are multi-plat, same exact games, reviewed on both Xbox and PlayStation 4 are reviewed higher on PlayStation 4 if they're the same exact game?
Are you talking about from a Metacritic overall standpoint or from a publication to publication standpoint?
Both. I didn't understand how there could be a game, like for example, like I'm not saying this is true right now for this particular game, but I'm just throwing it for an example. Like Battlefield could be an 88 on PlayStation 4, but like an 86 on Xbox One, and I'm like, why?
That can do with amount of anything though. It can deal with frame rate or resolution or anything of that nature, depending on from who reviewed it. And what the score was, they kind of average out the scores into it, though.
Yeah, look at our reviews. I'm just like for a TiC or whatever, you know how we do a certain amount for graphics, story, So I can see a reviewer on one publication taking off for, having a non-steady frame rate versus the other version having a more steady frame rate. So I can see that being a possibility.
I don't know, because 2 points, if you look at that average score, is like very like significant. So I was just like, at the end of the day, because I'm looking at the core of it, ideally, graphically, they're going to be the same game, regardless of how it runs. It's the same game. This content, same game. Story, gameplay, same thing.
Right.
So I was like, so when does this version becomes better? And it becomes that on like literally almost all games.
Well, maybe there might be instances where the controls just aren't as good. I remember like the controls aren't good, or the game's just broken. Like Skyrim on PS3 when that launched, it was just a broken game. It's probably stuff like that. Aside from that, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's a good point, Matt. I could see if that was the case. Yeah, it would be reviewed higher. Like PS3 version was probably had a lower score than the Xbox 360 version, but they're basically the same game.
Coming up with these, like go on Metacritic, right, and look up almost every multi-plat game. I guarantee you, 9 out of the 10 multi-plat games you see will be better rated on the PlayStation 4. So let me test that.
Wait a minute, sir. Are you claiming media bias here?
That's
where we're going with this. Are you claiming
that's the truest opinion of media? That's the best example of media bias. That's the only media bias I think really exists is when it comes to shit like that. Because for example, never mind. I found one. Titanfall 2 is a 91 on Xbox and 89 on PlayStation. So never mind. Okay, I was like, yeah, my bad.
It's a 1 on Xbox or PS4?
It's an 89 on PlayStation and the 91 on Xbox, but it doesn't make sense to me. That still doesn't make sense.
Media bias against PlayStation once again.
For the first time.
First
time
time, whole generation.
3 years.
With this stuff, man.
These publications, do they get both versions or do they get one or the other? Because it probably depends on who sends what to who.
That's a good point because for us we tend to get either or at TiC. So that's a good point. They could be getting only one version.
Yeah, so
exactly.
Yeah,
and they just tell you which version they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that's how Metacritic works too, because
they want to know what
version you're playing.
Metacritic, the PS4 has the best version of Mafia 3, coming in at a 69, PC coming in at a 62, Xbox coming in at a 67.
You drill down to not right now, but drill down to the individual publications that reviewed the games and then see what system they played it on. Do a little more research on that because Matt made a good point though. It depends on what version each publication get, and then that Metacritic score is a combination of what they reviewed. So
yeah, and if it's plus or minus 5, I don't really see that much of a difference in that. I mean, there's a little leeway you can give.
I think we collectively solved your puzzle, Kids Move.
You didn't. But I can't believe Titanfall is
we gave you some pretty good points. We gave you some pretty good points here, dude. Yeah, dog. Titanfall is being rated pretty high, man.
Yeah, because they're sucking his. Never mind. I'm sorry. These people are freaking super hypocritical, non-gaming bastards. I swear.
I love Titanfall. I love Titanfall.
Where the hell were these people in 2013?
It's amazing.
They were nowhere to be found. Oh, because they added a 4-hour campaign. It's a big freaking deal. Oh my god, man!
More people care about these stories, whether you want to admit it or not.
It's only 4 hours though, dog. I can see if it was 8 hours.
No, but still, the way they went about the story in the first one, playing it online, was stupid. Nobody really wants to do it that way.
You know how many online shooters we have today that has no campaign? Overwatch is like a 90 rated one with no freaking campaign. Like
Overwatch
that's because people love Blizzard.
Based shooter, that too. Blizzard has had a good track record with their games as well.
Yeah. Like I didn't care about Titanfall 1 because it wasn't online only. I bought this one because it has a campaign. That's really it. That's the only reason I bought it.
I like this one because it's on PlayStation 4.
At least Nick admitted it.
I mean, here's the problem.
Day one.
I really can't stand GameSpot. I devalue GameSpot's opinion to the freaking max. You know why? Because GameSpot, this is what they did, right? I watched their review on Titanfall 2, and I was like, okay, they gave it a 9.1. They were telling they said it has a 4-hour campaign in the most nicest way. I'm like, and he's like, yeah, this is what the game should have been. 9.1. Whatever they gave it. I was like, okay, but I was like, what's crazy? Right? They admit in their review that the campaign isn't all that, blah, right? But they mainly gave it a 9.1 because of its campaign. Go over to the Gears of War 4 review on GameSpot, and Gears gets a 7 because of its campaign, which was, I wouldn't say if I had to compare both the campaigns.
Are you claiming media bias right now, sir?
On GameSpot, yes. GameSpot is the worst publication on the internet, and they're clearly media bias. And this goes back to their, I don't know how to use an Xbox One video. Like, this video made no sense. I don't know why they needed to make the video, but they got a bunch of idiots together telling you why they don't like the Xbox One. I can't find settings. Hit the middle. What? How can you not find settings? They put settings in like 5 different places on the UI before these new changes that they had. You can easily get the settings, right? But I feel like GameSpot has this strong bias against. I'm not trying to say that they hate Xbox or something. I just don't think none of them are actually Xbox gamers. They're primarily either PC or PlayStation gamer. Their origins come from PlayStation. You know what I mean? I feel like they come in to a situation. I feel like they go into like reviews and news and stuff with their mind already made up. I swear to God they do. I swear they go into this with it. Because think about it. Who the people that were at GameStop, and I want to know if it's the same people that was at GameStop 10 years ago or the same people now. Because they and this goes back to the stupid Gears of War Ultimate Edition review that they gave a 6 after giving the original game a freaking 9. And I'm like, how does it get worse if all they did was improve the visuals, add single player content, and add multiplayer modes? That's
too much more A button, bro.
That's all they did. They left it to the core, what everybody would want. Like this is gonna be as you remember it, and it's worse. GameSpot is like literally I don't want anybody bringing me when people bring me review scores, don't bring me GameSpots.
GameSpot said that Titanfall 2 is what Titanfall 1 should have been.
And I agree with them I agree with them. Yeah, sure. That's how Titanfall should have been introduced. Like we should have had more information on how, like, the Titans, the relationship between the Titan and the pilot and whatnot. I understand that. But their overall, like how they reviewed it, and I can only assume that they all have the same, that GameSpot as a publication has what's the word I'm looking for? A guideline that they follow that applies to all games. Some games meet it, some games don't. And I feel like that how they reviewed, and I know it's an unfair comparison, but how they reviewed Gears of War 4 and then how they reviewed Titanfall 2, I'm just like, really? So all games really have to do is, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just thought about something. Titanfall 2 has a better Metacritic score than Gears 4?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's Gears 4 Metacritic at?
Like 85.
You see? See, this is what I'm talking. This is what I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you guys, first-person shooters are ruining gaming.
But here's the problem.
Gaming.
Titanfall 2 would have remained an Xbox and PC game only. Say if it wasn't on PlayStation, I guarantee you this game would be at 85. Easily. 85.
He's calling immediately by his guys.
But because it's a super multi-plat, right? It's much better now.
So you think that there needs to be more reputable publications that are part of Metacritic?
No, I mean, of course, but no, I'm just saying I don't like GameSpot. I just wanted to throw that out there. GameSpot is horrible.
The opinions of Kismu do not reflect the opinions of TiC or its affiliates.
Thank you. All right, guys. Before we get out of here, I have a game that I want to play.
Oh crap!
Shout out to Jay Barry for this game because he does it on his podcast.
Oh no!
Let's play a game of either or.
Oh god!
And I'm gonna use the releases that are out now to the releases that are coming out. All right, folks. Either or. Battlefield 1 or Titanfall 2.
Who's going first?
Either or. I'm gonna say Titanfall 2.
I'm gonna say Titanfall 2 because that's exactly what I did. I skipped Battlefield.
I'm gonna say Titanfall 2 on PlayStation 4. And that's it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but just to give you a heads up, obviously,
but if it was an Xbox exclusive, then it would be Battlefield. There we go.
The sales were going to reflect that Titanfall 2 didn't touch Battlefield 1, so we're a very, very small, horrible sample size. Just to give you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Here we go.
Is Battlefield? Let me ask this question too. Is Battlefield 1 even working? Is it working?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's up and going.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Battlefield didn't work for the first 6 months.
All right. Here we go. Either or. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Anything else?
Or Watch Dogs 2.
Oh God.
Watch Dogs 2.
Oh gosh.
I don't know why, and I hate Ubisoft. Watch Dogs 2.
Oh.
Infinite Warfare.
Oh, whoa!
What a predicament. Oh man, you know my distaste for Watch Dogs. Dang, if I support either of these things, I'm basically anti-consumer. if I support either one of these. Dang. This is tough. I'm gonna go with okay. I'm gonna go with Watch Dogs 2 only because it does have that third person aspect and it may be slightly decent. So yeah, Watch Dogs 2.
All right.
Okay. All right. I feel the hype, fellas. I feel it. All right, here we go. Strictly for smooth.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 15
Oh God.
or Xenoverse 2.
Oh Lord. Why do you do that to him?
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Wow.
You're an evil genius.
It's a damn shame.
Damn.
She's not the
Shit. I'm gonna say. Damn. I'm gonna say Final Fantasy 15 since it was shown on the Xbox stage.
Whoa!
Oh, okay. I see you.
Okay.
I see you, son.
It was a horrible showing, but I'll take it.
Okay. One strictly for Nick. Here we go.
Oh crap.
I got your favorites. I got your favorite developer right here.
Yeah,
right here.
I'm sure.
I got your favorite developer right here. Dishonored 2
Oh man.
or Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
I got your favorite developer right here. Man.
Yeah. If only I could tell you guys on this podcast how I'm feeling right now. I still gotta go with Dishonored 2. I still gotta go with it. Yeah.
Okay.
If only I could tell you how I'm feeling.
All right. One for Matt. But I'm gonna give you guys one big one. One for Matt. Here you go. Matt, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Resident Evil 7 or Outlast 2?
Well, Resident Evil 7.
Oh, he didn't take no time. I like that. I like that in you.
Resident Evil 7 got VR, man.
Oh, there you go. All right, guys. All right, hold on to your hats. We're about to get ugly in here. For everybody.
They're in school now.
For everybody. Assassin's Creed. Ezio Collection.
I'm just really excited that they're in school.
Or Watch Dogs 2.
Oh my gosh.
Watch Dogs 2.
Oh my goodness, man. I'm gonna just go just to be disrespectful. I'm gonna go with Assassin's Creed.
I mean, I've never played either franchise. Watch Dogs 2 because it's the new one.
All right, there we go.
You are so casual.
There we go.
Who, me?
This reflects the opinions of everybody.
Just because it's the new one.
I mean, it's the new one. Why would I want to remaster?
If you watched Dogs like I did, you would be screaming for that remaster.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's gonna have the leap that Uncharted to Uncharted 2 had.
All right, one more. Since I'm feeling a little saucy. Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 Pro, or the Xbox Scorpio.
Oh crap! My bad. I spoke too soon. Okay, Switch, Pro, or Scorpio.
Last one. Which one, guys?
Man,
I'm gonna say Switch because I can play all those games on my regular PS4 and my Xbox One.
That's fair, Matt. That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. I would say Switch, but the only thing is I don't get down with mobile gaming like that because I'm so popular when I'm out here in these streets that I can't have my head down playing no freaking video game. Because everybody's always trying to talk to me, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm married, girls always trying to get at me and all this other stuff. So I constantly have to have my eyes open out here in these streets. So I'm going to go with the Pro I'm gonna go with the Pro because they got the games that I like. You know what I'm saying, and it's higher definition and stuff. So I'm gonna go with the Pro.
This shouldn't be. I should be disqualified from this one, but obviously,
yeah, we already know your choice, Nintendo Switch, man.
No, it's
said.
Project Scorpio because of 6 T-flops.
Stop with the T-flop crap. I thought we all agreed as a community we were gonna stop talking about T-flops. Oh, wait a minute. We don't have a community. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
All right. Can we go to bed?
Yeah, that's it. That
hold
was
on,
our game either or.
Wait, real quick. I need to tell you guys a story. I want to tell you guys all about my day from beginning to end. So just sit back and just hear me out, okay?
Please, God, no.
My day's never mind. All right, we can go. Fine. Since Demi has discouraged me, we can go. Fine.
What'd you do, Nicodemus?
Today I met with HR because people were complaining about me, believe it or not. Yeah, people were complaining about your boy at work, believe it or not. They say I'm too harsh. They say I'm not compassionate. They say when people call in, I get upset. You know what I'm saying? So I had to talk to HR today. So I didn't have a good day. That's why I kind of got off kind of late and stuff. And then I was, late for the podcast as a result. So my day was not a good day. Brad, they told me don't take revenge on people. I've never done such a thing. Never. But they said, okay, now we told you all this, but don't go back and get revenge on nobody. I'm like, so I look like that type of guy that takes revenge on people. Y'all have to
you are my light-skinned brethren, man. You know how we get down, man.
Yeah, I mean, the streets know. The streets know how to get down. But
you, Nick.
Wow, Nicodemus is insensitive. He's insensitive.
Whatever. I have a heart. Okay.
Nick is a thug, man.
I am a G out here in these streets, but I try to keep it professional at work, so I don't know where this is coming from. But whatever.
They don't see you outside of work and offline, man. They see what you be doing. I know what you're doing.
Nicodemus can have an employee that catches like Zika, and he'd be like, "So you still coming in?"
Oh God,
dog! If you knew what I knew, you would agree with me.
Wow, but you guys are awesome. But thank you guys. It's really time to go. We will see you guys next week. Episode 38. Big Red Spot Podcast. I'm sorry there's no subject line because this was a freestyle episode and we kicked ass today. All right. So anybody got anything to say before I magically close this out?
Yeah, just real quick. I want to let everybody know, all the TiC viewers out there know to be on the lookout for an interview we're going to be doing with the Game Bakers this Friday. They made the game called Fury. So I'm sure Demi and Matt, y'all played that game, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. And then Kid, you know about the game. But yeah, we got an interview with them this Friday. So just be on the lookout for that. It should be 5 p.m., 5:30 Eastern. So tune into this channel right here. It'll be on this channel.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
All right. Demi, you got anything you're reviewing this week? Any special live streams?
If you've been watching the channel, which I hope you guys have because I love everybody here, I've been doing the Until Dawn Let's Play since that it won the Twitter poll. And I got to say, this game is awesome. Oh, my God. I'm doing that. I'm also reviewing Batman Episode 3.
Whew, I love that episode.
Either tonight or tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. More likely it's going to be tonight because I want to get this out the way. And just trying to beat everything as fast as I can. I'm getting sworn. I got Mafia 3, Xenoverse 2, Gears 4. I'm getting sworn with games, man. Slow down, developers. Slow down.
Yeah, I feel you.
Well, yeah, that's really all about it. Batman Episode 3 review shall be up tonight. Be on the lookout. I'll be streaming Episode 3 Until Dawn Let's Play tonight as well, so be on the lookout for that as well. And that's really it.
King of Indies. When are we doing this rematch?
Let me get back to you. Not this weekend, because I want this weekend to be Gears weekend, because I haven't played that all weekend. So let's try like sometime next week when like we both got free time.
All right.
Like during the week or something like that. Yeah.
Cool beans.
Matt, yeah, we're gonna live stream it. We're gonna live stream it. And I'm coming back. I'm coming back on them.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
You want to be smooth? Use the Blazers. Use the Blazers.
Nah, use Golden State, but I spared.
Oh, he a cheeser, bro.
I didn't pick him. I didn't pick Golden State.
I was gonna say
that's the only team anybody could possibly beat me with if they're like
yeah,
that's the only
because
team.
Because of that stigma, I'm not gonna pick them, even though they got the most light skinned people on there, and that's what I like. But
matter of fact, I want you to pick them because I want to show that I'm indestructible.
Oh gosh,
I can't be beat no matter who you pick. So I'll still find a way. To get the job done. All right.
I will definitely consider it.
All right, and then I'm picking my nose. All right, Matt.
I ain't doing nothing. Check out the website. Check out the interview.
Oh my god. Oh wait, before we go.
Matt, hold on real quick. Matt is one of the coolest dudes I know, bro. One of the absolute coolest dudes I know. Just kick back and chill, bro. Man. It is what it is with Matt. When you see Matt, when you talk to Matt, you know it's Matt. He is not here faking it for nobody, son. I love it.
Oh, one more thing before we go. Straight on TiCGN.com would be my review of Xenoraid, a space bullet hell type shooter.
Oh, nice.
Be on the lookout for that.
You playing Xbox?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be out for Xbox and I think PS4. I'm not too sure.
Okay. That's what's up.
Looking forward to it. Space shooter. All right. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. We will see you guys next week for episode 38. This is Kid Smooth. I almost forgot how to do my outro. Oh, okay. I remember. Xbox is the best bots, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning. If you're on the other side of the globe, please visit TiCGN.com. We're out of here.